Keeping it real with Rami, coming to you. You know, clicked on this and you seen the link, you know what's going on. I mean, let's just get right to it. The truth of the matter is, you know, I always talk about keeping it real with Rami. Well, if I'm keeping it real, then it's got to be real, 100%. It can't be just the positive smile side. It can't just be the bright sunny days. You know, we got to have some rain too. We got to understand the balance. And you know, the past couple of weeks I've been dealing with some stuff, man. And okay, the gist of it is that, you know, my dad had a cardiac event, and doctors don't know why. Did the tests and couldn't find out. In like 5% of cases, in situations like this, they're not able to determine the reason. But for whatever reason, my dad's heart stopped several times, and basically lost too much oxygen to his brain. So isn't, you know, physically he's still quote unquote alive, but he's not really here with us anymore. And I'm sharing this for a few reasons. One, to be honest, you know. Two, it's to try to help someone else, you know, in this situation. Didn't expect this to happen, and you know, one of the hardest things to deal with is, you know, trying to make a decision for your loved one and not having talked to them beforehand. So if there's one lesson that you can learn, it's to talk to, you know, I don't care if you're Moorish, European, Indian, whatever your nationality is. If you're watching this, speak with your family about advanced directives, you know, what they will want done to them if they're unable to speak or unable to make the decision for themselves. Should they, you know, do they want to be hooked up to machines for the rest of their life? Do they not want to be, you know, kept in that state? You know, this is the discussion. It's not easy. Probably it's not going to be comfortable necessarily. But if you can learn from my situation, in that you don't want to be put into the situation where you have to make the decision and you haven't talked to them, because it's difficult. You know, another thing is that I wasn't on the best of terms with my dad, and you know, that's some personal stuff. But the lesson in this is that even if you feel your family member, your loved one, is wrong or is in the wrong or did something to hurt you, do your best to make amends. Do your best to heal that relationship. You know what I mean? Because we say it often, you know, that tomorrow is not promised, but, you know, really take that to heart. And something that I'm working to implement is to never go to sleep frustrated or upset at someone, without making sure that I let them know I love them, that I'm not upset at them, that, you know, basically not going to sleep with that anger, because you don't want to wake up and you're not able to change it. Man, those are really the main two things. You know what I mean? It's it's a difficult position to be in. You know what I mean? So if you're watching this and you're listening, please talk to your family. I don't care how awkward it feels. Please get that discussion out the way, because this is one thing that none of us can avoid, is death. You know, it's quote unquote death, passing from this life. So, you know, as awkward, as uncomfortable as it may be, we gotta come to grips with it. We have to accept that this is a step we'll have to go through. And it's better to be prepared than to not. And the last thing I want to do is just read this little piece. It's been really helping me kind of get through this, so I hope that it'll help you. When John was 12 years old and his mother died, and neighbors laid her body in a tomb among her kindred in Hebron burying ground, and near the Zacharias tomb. And John was deeply grieved. He wept. Matheno said, "It is not well to weep because of death. Death is no enemy of man. It is a friend who, when the work of life is done, just cuts the cord that binds the human boat to earth, that it may sail on to smoother seas. No language can describe a mother's worth, and yours was tried and true. But she was not called hence until her tasks were done. The cause of death are always for the best. The cause of death are always for the best. For we are solving problems there as well as here. And one is sure to find himself where he can solve his problems best. It is selfishness that makes one wish to call again to earth departed souls. Let your mother or father rest in peace. Just let her or his noble life be strengthened and an inspiration unto you." Much love. Keep shining. You know, even in the dark days, you got to appreciate it. And thank you for listening. Peace.